Air quality alerts have been issued for a good portion of southern New England as this plume of wildfire smoke makes its way westward. And this smoke actually coming from Nova Scotia, the southern tip where wildfires are just raging. Now, this is up for all of western Mass through about 10 p.m. tonight, but it's possible this gets reissued again for tomorrow. Take a look at the current air quality index. It's worse across areas of eastern Mass and definitely out across Rhode Island. Now, looking at some of the colors here, it shows you the levels. So we're at moderate to unhealthy to sensitive groups. So if you're someone who suffers from any kind of respiratory related illnesses, this is where you could have some breathing issues later on this evening as our air quality starts to drop. But the majority of people, this is not going to be any kind of a big impact for us. But you are going to notice that wildfire smoke as it drifts in. It is going to be closer to the surface than anything we've seen so far. So it may actually lower visibility a little bit and could, you might even be able to smell it. So it's moderate levels. It's nothing too intense, but as we take a look at the forecast, this plume eventually reaches the valley as we get closer to sunset tonight. And then it kind of drifts and lingers overnight, but it loses its potency. So it's only very light as we continue out through Wednesday morning. But it does linger, and there might be more intense areas of smoke farther south across the I-95 corridor heading into tomorrow. Now, as far as the smoke that makes it all the way down to the ground, you can see 8 p.m. the Springfield area, a good portion of Hampden County is seeing it. Up toward Franklin County, you might not even notice anything yet, but it'll move through overnight, and then we'll just have light layers of smoke that'll be around throughout the day Wednesday, maybe some more moderate levels again Wednesday evening, and then by Thursday it doesn't look like much will still be around. Other than that, it's going to be dry and it's getting warmer as we progress throughout the rest of this week. Your 24 showing clear skies this evening minus the hazy sky. We may see a little bit of patchy fog form overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, and actually the next few mornings we have that chance of seeing some late night developing fog. Temperatures tonight still chilly as lows drop back down to the low 40s, and then we'll rise quickly again tomorrow just like today. Full sunshine expected for Wednesday, just some haze from time to time, but that seems to be it. It's hard to find even clouds, let alone any kind of rain chance. So big temperature swings coming our way again for tomorrow. 40s in the morning, 80s in the afternoon, getting a little toastier for our Wednesday. But Thursday and Friday, we're going to take a run at some records. Thursday, we should be shy, but highs may get to about 90. We could overachieve and end up around 91, 92. Friday, the record to be to 89. We could overachieve there and end up close to 94, potentially in the Springfield area. So some record-breaking warmth is a possibility at the end of the week. But a cold front's going to be coming down from the north. It's going to bring a chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm Friday afternoon and evening. And then now it looks like the cold front may slow a bit, and it could keep shower chances going through Saturday morning. It doesn't look like a lot of rain, but there might still be some light showers around as the sun comes up early Saturday. But it shouldn't last long. By noon, I would say we're done with any wet weather and we'll get some partial clearing. It'll be breezy and cooler. Temperatures closer to 70 on Saturday, Sunday mid 70s, and then next week it looks like we'll continue to bounce around the 70s with more clouds and only a few chances for some showers. Chris, back to you.